This is Riviére, one of the stars of the ever-changing Brisbane skyline. And its secret is in its inventive use of brick and breeze block. Where did the design concept come from?
It was very important to us that we designed a building that responded to its location and context. Kangaroo Point's quite unique. It's this sort of peninsula. You've got the river wrapping around on both sides, these very iconic cliffs that everyone kind of is very recognisable to everyone. And so when we were developing the design, we were looking for ways to maximise the view corridors and then also reflect the context. And the folded facade expression is quite a direct reference to the kind of jagged cliffs. So once we were playing on this idea of this kind of folded expression, and we really loved the way it started to capture the light, we then started to play with the idea of a brick blend, and we introduced a very matte creamy brick and then a whiter glazed brick. And so what you do is you get that kind of shimmering. We love bricks. I probably associate them also with residential architecture. I think maybe it was growing up and living in double brick houses and things, but it has a sort of, to me, a sense of quality and permanence and durability.
The brick adds this element of solidity and edits out the view. So we've got quite a busy road in front of us. And by bringing that element of solidity up to sort of knee height, when you're in the apartment and you're looking out towards the city views, you're editing out that part of the view you don't want, you're giving some protection from that noise, but you're celebrating the part of the view that you really want to lean into. And then of course, from the outside, we get this longevity of a beautiful natural material that will age gracefully.
So Brickworks are one of those suppliers, collaborators that we work with, that when you give them a problem, instead of sort of batting your way and telling you why it's hard, they embrace it and get right behind you, and very happy to sort of prototype and test things which start to, push the envelope a bit. Then the other thing that Brickworks provided were the screens. They actually provide sunscreening, but they also provide fall protection. One of the problems with high-rise buildings and the safety issues around operable windows is that you can't open a window more than 125 millimetres. And so you end up with all these buildings that actually don't have great cross ventilation. We use the screens as fall protection, so that you'll see in all the bedrooms you can actually slide the windows all the way open. So combined with the gates at the entry to the apartments that open, you get this breeze through the apartment. And that was completely aligned with Aria's sustainability objectives.
The vast majority of the year is a comfortable climate where you want to be outdoors and you want that connection to outdoors. And this building achieves that both in the way that it physically opens up with the openings and the windows and the screens, but also by placing greenery just on the outside edge of those windows, we get a connection to nature and to the outside visually.
I mean, there's no doubt this is one of the best rooftop gardens in the country, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you go to that rooftop, you just feel transported.
Aria embrace the idea and they really see the value and amenity that landscaping brings. So we wanted people to experience landscaping all the way through the building. I like to think that we designed a landscape and then put a building within the landscape.